After 11 years of testing, in my opinion, this is the perfect hair loss regime. And anyone who watches this video to the end will become an expert in this regime starting today. And just to prove that you should listen to me, my name is Jibril. I'm a pharmacist with many years of experience in the hair loss industry. I've worked in the industry. I have a YouTube channel all about hair loss. I even published in the industry. I have a published book on hair loss. By the way, I'm giving away this sheet, simple one-page sheet that contains all the best formulas that we use in our own hair loss service that has been running for several years. If you want a copy of this simple one-page sheet so you can have a look at it, just comment below the word sheet or DM me and I'll send it to you. Well, without further ado, let's jump on the computer and I'll tell you all about this. So let's talk about this perfect hair growth regime in 5 easy steps that anyone can apply, backed by 11 years of testing data. So in summary, this method, it's simple, so it's not really complicated. Anyone can apply it, man, woman, doesn't really matter. And the data shows that it works for an astonishing 90 to 95% of people who try it. Personally, yet to meet a client through my hair loss service who has completely failed with all the different options and all the different steps despite trying everything. Yet to meet such a client. And as I said, it's backed by 11 years of data. So step number 1, very simple. You need to go big. Firstly, forget about shampoos, forget about thickening serums and root activators. All this is nonsense. Also forget about hair nourishment or supplements. Forget that. You need to go big. And when I say big, we need real licensed meds, because guess what, they've actually been tested and they've been proven under lab conditions to actually work. That's why they have a license. No time to experiment. We haven't got time to experiment. Step number 2 is topical DHT blockers. These are the absolute bedrock of your routine. They stop hair loss in its tracks by blocking a key enzyme called 5-alpha reductase. So a little bit about this enzyme. This enzyme makes something called DHT, which is a hormone that it makes from testosterone, and DHT is the thing that you want to block because it's the thing that shrinks hair follicles, and balding scalps have higher levels of DHT, so it makes sense to stop this. Let's move on to step number 3, and this is adding topical minoxidil. Remember, I'm saying topical, so it's not the oral, it's the topical. Same with the last step. No one knows how minoxidil actually works. After all these years, after 35 years, we still don't know, but it's highly effective. Up to 60% of people who try it get results. We think it improves blood flow, and twice a day use is ideal, morning and evening. And it combines amazingly well with DHT blockers. So when you combine the two, you really take your results to the next level. Step number 4. Not many people know about this step. Only the pros really know about this. You won't hear it on YouTube or other places, and it's to use freshly dispensed products. When I say freshly dispensed, let's first look at what's already on the market. 99% of the things, the hair loss products you get on the market, are off the shelf. They've been prepared in advance, so they're not freshly dispensed. But every successful clinic I've come across or worked in, they use freshly dispensed products. Why? It's very simple. These get the most spectacular, the best results. Simple as that. Higher active levels of active ingredients because they're freshly dispensed. Sometimes when you test products off the shelf, you find that they have very little active ingredients. Sometimes no active ingredients. This is a big problem. And they get better absorption, these freshly dispensed products. And as a result, you get banging results. Simple as that. If you are technical and you have some scientific background, you can ask your supplier if your product is freshly dispensed and if they can send you some documents to show this. Or if you have no time for that and you just want to be sure, then my hair loss program provides freshly dispensed hair loss products. Step number 5, and that's dermarolin. And I think this is so underrated. So for people who don't know what dermarolin is, it induces small micro traumas on the scalp. So you take that gadget you see on the screen and you rub it against your scalp, and what it does is it makes small pricks in your scalp and that's what we think induces the hair growth. There's definitely strong research that this works for hair growth, 100%, especially when you combine it with other solutions like minoxidil or DHT blockers. It definitely delivers excellent results. We think it possibly improves blood flow, but no one is 100% sure, and using this twice a week is ideal. Technique is critical, so you can't just bang this out of the box and start using it and get great results. If you don't know what you're doing, you're not going to get any results, and this is one of the things again we cover in my hair loss program, Dermarolin, and how to use it and the exact ones to get. And don't forget, if you want a copy of this sheet that contains all our proven ingredients that we use in our own hair loss service, just comment the word sheet below this video or DM me and I'll send you a copy.